I've never quite seen these kind of huge amount of parallels between two stories, but have it turn out so differently. But yeah, they do start out differently too.
Mm.
Yeah. And in the Iron Shoes, there's no mannequin that comes there. It's just that actually his father kicks him out of the house, and then so he wanders around, and then he finds this enchanted castle. And the princess is not in a snake form, but she only comes at night or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, but then there are the men who like physically abuse him, beat him, and he has to take it without a word 3 nights in a row. But of course, fairy tales, it's always three. And and then they marry, and he's king of that castle, and then he wants to go back. And yeah, he doesn't get recognized, and he also has some envy or jealousy because the 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 noblemen of that of his father's estate, where his father's a gardener, they're having this fest. They have this ball, uh, and he has to brag to them that my wife's better looking than all you guys' wives, and they're like, prove it, and then that's why he brings his wife over. So he's still you see there's the same emotions. He needs to prove it. He's not recognized. He needs to prove himself. He has that ego. But in the Iron Shoes, he eats his humble pie by wearing the iron shoes. And later on, again, he's humble, sitting with the lowest of society and also feeding them. And eventually he feeds them, and his ring falls off, and his ring, I think, was the sign of his former identity as like the not quite ready to be good king version of himself. And then he's able to remarry the prince and kind of, go on with his life. In a way, I like that story better, but of course, that
Mm.
story he turns out to be a hero. This story he turns out to be a villain. Yeah, I've never quite. I mean, we're reading more and more of these stories. Maybe we'll see more and more of these variations,
Mm.
but that's pretty interesting to see. Yeah.